From Tampa Bay's #1 news station, this is the Fox 13 4 o'clock news.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Linda Hurtado.
And I'm Chris Cato, and we start with this disturbing story in Manatee County. A family is supposed to be celebrating the birthday of their 2-year-old daughter, but deputies say an argument broke out, and it ended with a father pulling a gun.
They also found carcinogens, but couldn't determine the level. Now, it's not known why the makeup of a person's cloud is different from another's, but the study authors say knowing this could be a first step toward understanding the ways in which the environmental exposures they are calling the exposome affect our human health.
Wow. Well, I'm sure glad they're invisible.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Joe. Can you imagine, Chris?
I know, right? Well, we're going to move on to this now because many people, unfortunately, a lot of us are struggling with too much debt. A lot of retirees, too, are leaning on other sources of income to get by. So we're going to talk about how seniors can protect themselves from creditors that are out there. We've got attorney Jim Jardina in with us, Consumer Rights Law Group. He's always in on Mondays with great advice. First of all, what do we mean by other sources of income?
Well, you know, Chris, when we're young, our income comes from wages from working a job. But as we get older, we rely less on wages and more on other sources of income, Social Security, retirement, pensions, annuities, things like that.
Okay, and so are there special laws out there that can protect seniors from, I don't know, from getting into too much debt?
Well, I wouldn't say that the laws are directed exactly at seniors, but they are directed to the sources of income, right? So, for example, you know, a debt collector, if they sue you and they take you to court, they can garnish your wages. They can take your bank account, but they can't garnish your pension. They can't garnish your Social Security.
Okay. So those are protected. Those are guaranteed, Social Security, pension. What else can the senior or their loved one do to help them not get so deeply into these debt situations, especially at a later stage in life?
Sure. Well, you know, that's sort of common sense. What you don't want to do is take out, you know, new credit cards, new lines of service, and you want to keep your debts to things that are sort of emergency or necessities. So if the hurricane takes your roof off, certainly that might be something worth going to debt into. But if you want the newest, biggest TV, that's probably not worth it.
Because even if your only source of income is Social Security, you still have to pay your bills.
Sure,
right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's benefits. You can't be compelled to pay your bills from Social Security in court, but there's other benefits too. You know,
right.
You don't want your service interrupted, and you also want to have good credit.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, some good advice out there because young or old, everyone can get into a situation where they're struggling with debt. If you guys have any questions, you can always reach out to any qualified financial experts. And again, Jim is with the Consumer Rights Law Group. They take questions as well. He gives us good advice every Monday. Linda?
Thank you, Chris.